The Red Pill screening that was supposed to be hosted by 3 groups at the University of Calgary and the Canadian Association for Equality, or CAFE, was abruptly cancelled when an email sent by Wild Rose on campus with the subject line "Feminism is Cancer" sparked immediate backlash from both feminists and politicians alike, including leader of the official opposition Brian Jean, Wild Rose MLA Jason Nixon, and NDP Minister Shannon Phillips. Like feminist and Professor Rebecca Sullivan at the University of Calgary, they really didn't seem to have watched the movie. Brian Jean took to Twitter to put out a talking point suggesting the film deterred women from entering politics. And Sullivan made comments in an interview with the CBC suggesting that red pill rhetoric is a metaphor for what women really want in the real world is domination and subjugation. But it's actually an allusion to the Matrix movie, where the idea is that taking the blue pill means blissful ignorance, while taking the red pill subjects a person to hard truths. There's actually a clip from the popular film right in the documentary, and the film is actually directed by a female feminist who takes a look at both the feminist and men's rights activist angles and does a pretty good job of depicting both fairly. The whole thing turned into a bit of a mess, but it's back on track and will be hosted in Calgary in the beginning of April. Here I talked to Monique from CAFE and Candice from Fathers' Rights Alberta about the new details.
Well, there was a bit of a controversy at the University of Calgary. We spent a lot of time getting ready to show The Red Pill, which was a film and a documentary done by a feminist, Cassie J. We had a bit of a blowback and it was cancelled. And so now we've rescheduled. CAFE is not hosting it, but we are cooperating with Fathers' Rights Alberta. They sponsored it, and we'll be on site taking donations for men and boys and their vulnerabilities.
It's Tuesday, April 4th at 6 o'clock p.m. 2017 at Plaza Theatre, starting at 6 o'clock p.m. We want people to be able to view it and see it for themselves instead of listening to the rumors that are going around, and to educate themselves.
I also asked them both if the controversy surrounding the film was deserved.
It's not. I think it is a way to silence the epidemic that is going on.
I loved the film, and it was done by a feminist, and I've always been really open-minded. I love gender issues. I took gender studies in school, so I don't really understand why people aren't curious to look at the film. I mean, I really enjoy this whole discipline, so I'm not sure why people aren't as curious as I am, and I don't think it's deserved at all.
And here they describe why men's issues are just so important.
Because our suicide rates are increasing, we have a lot more children that are becoming fatherless because of our court system, and we have some serious issues with boys' education that are falling behind, and we believe a lot of it has to do with the family law system and fatherless statistics rising, because these are real issues that are being ignored, and we need people to understand this is what's going on. We have a crisis going on, and we need more supports.
My biggest concern would be with children, actually, with fatherlessness. We talk about adults and the impact that they have on the suicide rate for men and the impact of single motherhood, but also children. It's statistically proven that these children, fatherlessness has a very closely tied trend with dropout rates, premature pregnancies, and all kinds of dysfunctional behavior in children. And children need their parents, and if there's two functional parents, then they should cooperate, whatever the situation is. Even if there's a divorce or whatever's going on, children need their parents, bottom line, and we're there for the children.
And Monique tells me what she hopes people take away from the film.
I hope they have a broader understanding of gender issues, and it's not like it's taking away from anybody. I hope people think it's just adding to the conversation instead, so it's really positive.
The Red Pill is now finally being shown at the Plaza in Calgary on April 4th, starting at 6 p.m. Well-known men's rights activist and honey badger Karen Strawn will also be in attendance to answer audience questions at the end of the film. Admission is free, but CAFE will be collecting donations for the services that they offer, like counseling and group sessions for men. You can find tickets in the link that I've provided in the text part of this story. For the Rebel.media, I'm Holly Nicholas. Thanks for watching. Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel yet? It's free and you get updates so that you don't miss any of the content that you just won't find anywhere else.